the Capisterre Project Development Committee will be hosting their annual fishing tournament for the third time this year. Yes, you heard that right, the third time. Here to tell us all about it is a member of the Capisterre Project Development Committee, Mr. Kevin Bennette. Mr. Bennette, welcome to Good Morning SKN.
Good morning, welcome back.
Happy you could join us this morning. So Kevin, could you tell us what was the inspiration for the start of the tournament?
Back then, basically we were during COVID times, and me and the chairman Gaston Dixon was speaking, and he said we should do a tournament. Yeah, and then that was 2021. At the same time, that's in January that they said let's do a fishing tournament, but we want to do a fishing tournament, but we don't have no landings, no area for the boats to dock. So in late January we started planning, look, let's build a jetty. Wow. Yeah, and then the jetty, well, that's in the fishing tournament is in April. I think it was on April 3rd. And at the end of January we started planning. And for something like that to take place in such a short period of time is really a lot of planning. And one of the reasons why the jetty was successful, it was a combination of public and private partnership. And the interesting thing about it, that the community really came out because everybody saw that this is a good thing, and the community really got involved. Persons were not even into fish or anything like that. They came down, and because it's just like we needed help to cut up the wood and put them in place and everything. The rock and dirt, they were the ones who they had all the heavy equipment and everything, and they were the ones who really masterminded the whole project. Yes, they had an integral part of it. Because they had experience before, they would have done it before, and so the fishing tournament was April 3rd. And then in the morning of April 3rd, we were putting on the finishing touches.
Wow.
Yeah, because without a jetty for the persons to learn how to catch it makes it very difficult.
That makes sense. So this is the third one for this year. What happened at the other two that inspired this third one?
I think what happened was that the fishing tournament, it gives a chance for the fishermen to highlight their skills. Fishing is a highly technical skill.
I agree.
And it's something that these persons are extremely good at. And then it's something they go fishing every day, and persons don't really realize the importance that the fisherman pays towards the economy.
And feeding us.
Food is necessary for a person to survive.
I agree.
And then it's fresh quality protein.
Indeed.
Yeah.
And for the tournament, tell us who can participate.
Basically anybody.
Anyone? Once you're able to fish.
So the fishermen that were not able to be in the last two tournaments, they can participate in this one.
Yes, because for the first time we actually will be having boats from overseas.
What?
So I think it's reached a stage where we're starting to get a little bit bigger.
Overseas interest.
We have at least 3 vessels will be coming from Stacia, probably 2 from Sabre, and then we have the Golden Rock Sports Fishing Foundation. Daniela Richardson, she's the one that's basically doing a lot of our external advertising, because our tournament is being advertised in St. Bart's, St. Martin, Anguilla, and Sabre, and Tabitha Hassel from the Sabre Wahoo fishing tournament. She's also playing an integral part in this.
Wow,
big things going on for Capistere, man.
I know.
Well, yes, and for the future we're looking at a collaboration between us, Stacia, and Sabre for us to do something together.
Awesome. Can you share with us the date, the time, and the location of the tournament?
Well, the tournament is Saturday, 17 June in Dead Bay, starting at 12 p.m.
And it goes until all the boats are in, basically?
It goes until...
Yes, I see, because you have entertainment by Grandmasters Band, and we know that people love Grandmasters. I see also the Real Rights, EK, he's going to be there.
Of course.
And the entry is free?
Entry is free. That's the beautiful thing about it. The entry is free. So you can come from 12 p.m. Because some of the vessels do come in sooner. And that where we find that the public is, well, me personally, I'm really interested because everybody's waiting to see what the fishermen are going to bring. It's it's something really exciting. And then going behind the scenes, all the fishermen, we had discussions, because everybody has their favorites.
Right.
What about food? Are the patrons going to bring their own food, or food's going to be on sale?
No, food's going to be available. We have at least 14 vendors, the best chefs on the entire island. 14 of them, they're going to be there. So, you cannot go hungry on that day.
How proud are you that the festival has grown this big in Kevin, 2 years.
Yes, I know, but the first time we did it, like we were really, really surprised at the turnout. We were really, really, because it was something small. I think the first year prices were like maybe $6,000 or something. It was like, it was a very small price.
6,000 then.
Yeah, prices.
So what is it now, Andre? You want us to go fishing?
I think the second year it came up to 18,000.
What? So what is it this year, Kevin?
27,000.
Wow. We need to go in fishing.
We need a boat. Let's go. That's a lot. I see why you are having international persons come now, because that price pot is big.
Indeed.
Well, it's still small compared to other islands, but at the same time, you must have attractive prices for you to bring in persons.
I agree.
Okay.
Take into consideration that when persons come, they will want a place to stay. And they'll be staying at the Ramada Hotel. That's one of our sponsors for the event.
Oh, nice.
Yes,
so right close.
Yes, they're very close.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Yes, it's right in the area.
Nice.
I see where there is other activities like tug of war and the domino competition. What other activities will be on display?
Well, we also have the launch of the Capistere Festival, but there's another group who's involved with that. To be honest, I can't speak much about that.
Okay.
They already said they have everything planned, they have everything under control, and it's going to be awesome.
So just show up.
Just show up. Yeah.
So it's the Capisterre Festival Committee. It's the cooperative. Let me get it correct. The Capisterre Project Development Committee, the Capisterre Festival Committee, and the Capisterre Fishermen Cooperative that is collaborating on this event.
That's correct.
Okay. Good stuff.
Yeah, because what happened for this time around, we actually included the Capistere Fishermen's Co.op, because for the first two events, they were very, very, very supportive, and we just said, look, we cannot have an event without them. Let's get them involved. Let's collaborate together.
Okay.
And so far, great things have been happening. Last weekend, we would have started a beach cleanup in collaboration with the Department of Marine Resources.
Okay.
This Saturday, we're going to continue. We're going to complete it. Yeah. And then on top of that, we also, in collaboration with the Maritime Affairs, because persons from overseas are asking, where is the harbor? We want a picture of the harbor. How do we get into the harbor?
Wow.
So with the Department of Maritime Affairs, what they're doing is basically, we're marking out the harbor, which is the first time in many, 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 many years.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, because previously the first two tournaments, we actually had a boat that was there to guide persons into the harbor.
Okay.
And hopefully for this year, we'll be able to eliminate that.
Awesome. So for persons who are watching and are fascinated by what's taking place down there, how can they become a member of the Fishermen's Cooperative?
Basically, the cooperative, well, I think from basically last week, the cooperative has been around for many, many, many years, but it actually has been very dormant. Yeah, so for the first time, I think from last week, you can now become a member. On Sunday, the persons would have gone around to all the fishermen in the area and spoke to them. We're going to start up the co-op. Here's a form to sign if you want to still be part of the co-op. So essentially, anybody can join the co-op. It's $110. I think it's for shares and whatever and so on. And then, I've been a member since Monday.
Yeah.
Kevin, I was hoping for you to say I've been a member for 5 years. I was not expecting since Monday.
No, the cooperative was there, but it was not functioning. And so I'm extremely happy about it.
That is,
and everybody's extremely happy. Yeah, that it's time for us. It's time for them to get back on the stream. So.
Well, I'm happy you could join and represent, and
exactly.
Well, from the two different organizations.
Wow.
Yes.
So I'm soon on the third, the festival committee next, since this is part of maybe the festival, right?
Well, like I said, I don't have any details on the festival. All they told me, we're going to use the platform to launch the event, and it's going to be awesome. They have, I don't know what they have planned, but it's going to be something really, really good. So, it's something we're looking forward to as well.
Okay, so Kevin, do you go out and fish?
Of course.
So, are you part of this year's competition?
Unfortunately, no. I have to be on the show.
So next year.
Hopefully.
So we said they have tug of war and they have the domino competition. So these will be held while the fishers are out, awaiting the fishers coming back in?
While the fishers are out, the competitions will be going on.
And what are the prizes for these?
The prizes for the tug of war and domino is something that we'll determine later on.
Okay. So guys, you have to be a part of it to know what the prizes would be. So what's next for your association, Kevin?
That's a very, very, very good question. Probably going forward, there's a possibility that the two groups might become one. We don't know as yet.
Okay.
Yes, because like I said, the from that area have been, we've been very, very fortunate. From day one, we got 100% support from them.
Okay.
If there were like 10 boats in that area, 10 boats taking part in the competition. So we basically respected that. And then, we said, like, you guys need to be a part of this as well.
Okay.
Yeah. So
This pier, from what in my mind, is this pier just behind where Petition Hill has Otters?
yeah, that's correct.
Okay, so I have the correct location.
Yes.
You've been down there.
Plenty times, but not
Imagine.
to the pier.
But
But
you
I'm
were-
just, I'm kind of trying my best to envision where it is, and
So
I think
you've been down there, but
yes.
you're upset with me for visiting the
I did not
factory
know you
alone.
then.
Wow. Wow.
I have a good claim. I did not know my co-host then.
You get over
Okay.
it. I'll give you a pass. So,
Well, part of the issue too is that because we have investors coming from overseas, obviously now, because the first thing guy says, look, our boats, they are 42 feet. Do you have space for us?
Okay.
Yeah, then you find that the jetty basically is,
Can't
is limited,
accommodate,
but
yeah.
we'll accommodate everybody. We'll make space for them.
well, there you're hearing.
So how are we making space? Are we telling them to berth outside of the pier and then a little
Normally when we have a competition, boats and boats, so we're gonna make space for them.
Okay.
So it's not a big deal.
Nevis is in on it too?
Well, normally for the first and second one, there's normally a representative from Nevis.
Okay,
Yeah, there's normally a vessel from Nevis.
so do we have anybody from Nevis on the project development committee?
Not as yet.
Okay,
as
I like
yet.
that. Not
Yes,
as
I
yet.
like that.
Not as yet.
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
And what about contact information? How can they contact?
Well, the chairman of the Capisterre Project Development Committee is Mr. Gaston Dixon,
Okay.
662-4308.
Okay. Is there any Facebook page? No.
Yes, there's a Facebook page, of course.
Instagram too? You guys are on Instagram?
Not yet.
Okay, no.
They're
I
getting-
love it.
Not yet.
He
Kevin
says
says not yet.
They're moving there. So what? Go ahead,
Do
Andre.
you receive any assistance from, like, say, the government or the Ministry of?
Well, basically, yes, we get assistance from the government, Maritime Affairs. Yeah, they would have the ones who would have donated the navigational aids, which
Okay.
are very, very costly.
Import, all right.
Yeah, but like I said, the Capisterre Project Development Committee and the Capistere Fishermen's Cooperative were the ones that basically have deployed so far. We have deployed four of them, so we have another 4 to deploy this Saturday.
And what about your sponsors? Do you want to say thank you to anyone that would have?
Well, we'd like to say thank you to all of our sponsors. They are it's quite an extensive.
Okay.
It's quite
Yeah.
quite
Don't
an
want you to get
extensive.
into
Okay,
trouble.
you
Yes.
trouble, Kevin. Just pick up everybody.
Yes.
Indeed.
Okay. So what else is needed, right? The fact that you have these international, because we have to say international, these boats coming from the other islands around. What do you foresee is needed to make this festival bigger and better and more accommodative, because the prize money is going up? Others are hearing of this
It's
festival
attractive.
and they're going to want to come. What?
Okay, well, first, when the persons came from, they contacted us, through, but especially these persons from Seychelles, it's like, where we going to stay? We went and spoke to Ramada. Ramada said, yes, we welcome you. We give you a special discount, which is good. And Ramada is right next to the event.
Okay.
At the same time, fuel. Where can we refuel? And so that's the first challenge, because they can either refuel, they'll probably have to refuel in Bastille. And it's a long distance from all the way from there all the way into Bastille. Mr. Reginald Francis from St. Kitts Marine Works is also one of our sponsors.
Okay.
Yeah, so like, if worst case scenario, we can provide fuel for you guys.
Okay.
Second, we do have berthing, so they can dock at our facilities.
Okay.
Next challenge that we have, of course, is ice.
Wow.
Ice, again, they have to go to Old Road or go to Bastille. But their plans are on the way, from what I understand, to refurbish the Fishermen's Cooperative building in Date Bay. And so once that building is completed, there'll be ice machine. So for the future looking, 1, we can have a marina, extend the existing facilities that we have. 2, provision of fuel. 3, again, the ice machine, the ice facility. So once we have those things in place, we should be pretty good. We already have the accommodations already close by. Yeah, so.
Is there no way you could have put is there an ice machine at your?
Sorry, the 4th one. Customs and Immigration. Date Bay is not an official port.
Okay.
So what would happen? They would have to go to either Bastille to check in or New Guinea. But when they check out, they also have to go back to Bastille or New Guinea to check out. So that's really is a challenge, because the distance from Bastille is way longer than the distance to Station. So you understand?
Imagine that.
From Date Bay to Bastille is longer for. It's longer?
Yeah.
Hello, St. Kitts is a big country. Eh? We're not small. Yes.
No, but I'm just surprised because I think you could just jet around the corner and you're there, but no, because when we go to Otters, we can actually see from just across there. Wow.
But
I
Kevin,
didn't know.
as we wrap this segment, are there anything else you would like to share with the audience why they should come out to the festival?
I think, well, persons I've spoken to in the past, why do you come? And they said, basically, one, I bring my kids them to see the big fish. Because the only way we see big fish is on the TV. Right. So it's an experience for them to come in person and
see the size of the fish. So
it's a different experience.
It's a different experience because it's something that you can basically, persons, they sort of like the event.
Right.
Yeah. I guess it's, I don't know, it's the location and then the people
and the camaraderie and the games.
So the person who caught the biggest fish, any special prize for that person?
Well, we have the first place prizes, of course. And then apart from that, it's also bragging rights.
Of course.
Because the fishermen in the chat, because Franklin did, he came in for the first time last year, and he did really well. And we heard him saying in a meeting, "Look, I came to last year. This year I'm coming first." And then, persons from Bass say, "Look, I have to come and represent." Persons from the area, we have to represent.
So it's a competition.
And then we have international people. Right. So everybody, stkitts and nevis, will have to represent. So it's about, it's bragging rights.
I like the collaboration about that. So Kevin, before we go, could you look into that camera and remind persons of the date, the time, and the location for the event? And why they should come out right now.
Saturday, 17th June, Saturday at 12 p.m. Come out, come early, because you wouldn't want to miss a thing.